Press pause and try the interleaving question. Then press play and I will go through this question with you. Write 6x squared equals 18x plus 24 in the form x squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where b and c are integers. Now we recall I need to write my quadratic is equal to 0 to be able to solve it. So how can we rearrange this? Well, what I'm going to do first of all is take across the 18x. Opposite of adding on 18 is taking away. So I've got 6x squared minus 18x equals 24. Opposite of plus 24 is to take it away. 6x squared minus 18x minus 24 equals 0. I'm just going to rewrite that so I can see it up here and do my final bit of working. If we look, we're actually quite close to our objective, except this is 1x squared and this is 6. So notice I can divide everything through by 6, but it's important I can do that for every term. So let's divide everything through by 6. If I actually do the other side, 0 divided by 6 is just going to be 0, so that's fine. So 6 divided by 6, that cancels, so I'm just going to get x squared. 18 divided by 6 is 3, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So my value of b, my value of c, so my value of c essentially was minus 4, my value of b was minus 3, so I've done it, and that's my answer. Hence or otherwise, find the values of x for the quadratic equation 6x squared equals 18x plus 24. Now, we've already bothered to rearrange that for part A, so let's please use that. To solve, I need to factorize, so I've got 1 and 4, 2 and 2. I'm going to use to get the 3, the 1 and the 4. So let's do my check. I'm going to do 1 take away 4 is minus 3, and then I've also got 1 times minus 4 is minus 4. So that's good. So I can put that straight in now. I'm going to get x minus 4 and x plus 1 equals 0. Finally, I need to solve to find the values of x. So I've got x minus 4 equals 0. So the opposite of minus 4 is to add 4. So one solution I've got is x is equal to 4. My other solution, I need x plus 1 equals 0. Opposite of plus 1 is minus 1. So my other solution is x is equal to minus 1. Let's just be consistent with my colours there. That's a bit better. So those are my two solutions, and now I'm going to make that, let's rub out that tick, really clear. So my two solutions are x equals 4 and x equals minus 1. And there we go. Press pause and try the interleaving question. Then press play and I will go through this question with you. The nth term of a sequence is n divided by n plus 1. Show the difference between the nth plus 1th term and the nth term is 1 divided by that n plus 2, all multiplied by n plus 1. Okay, let's try and get a grip on this. So we've got n over n plus 1 is our nth term. I'm just going to write that out again over here. And what I need to do is replace the next term, it's going to be 1 more. So I need to essentially replace that n with n plus 1. And what we need to do is find the difference, so I'll end up taking that away. First of all, I think it'll be best if I can tidy that up. So we've got, that's going to be n plus 1 divided by n plus 2, and then we've got our take away, and then we've got n divided by n plus 1. So first of all, if we're going to subtract that, I'll multiply these two together. So I've got n plus 2, n plus 1, and now I'm going to go here. So we've got, put that in a bracket, multiply those two together. I've got n plus 1, n plus 1. It's actually squared. Take away, and then multiply these two together, n bracket n plus 2. Okay, so let's multiply that top bracket out. I've got n times n is n squared, n times 1 is n. 1 times n is 1n, 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, that's all positives. Let's multiply that other bracket out. So we've got n times n is n squared, positive and negative make a negative, n times 2 is 2n, negative and a positive make a negative. And now I will say that's all divided by this. Well, look, my denominator is already looking as it should, so we're pretty close, really. And now what I'm going to do is rewrite that again, just so we can see really clearly. Minus n squared minus 2n, all divided by n plus 2, n plus 1. That's what we've got so far. So we notice, collecting like terms, this plus n squared and minus n squared will cancel. And then what happens to our 2n's? Well, I can see I've got n plus n is 2n. Take away 2n cancels out. So that only leaves me with the 1 on the top. N plus 2, n plus 1. And we can see, to show that that's what we've done. Make that a bit neater, right? This is a show that question. We've derived this, so the question is finished.